is the creative industry worth it?
I mean, if you want to be broke but happy, then yes. Because it's not going to pay you very well unless you're like up there
Yeah,
with the
unless
big
you're, like,
dogs.
Top.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
number one.
Yeah. But it's fun, and it's fun to see how everything comes together, to see how everyone works so hard on everything, their own individual thing.
I mean, there's more opportunities in this industry than any others that I can think of.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, traveling, you can travel a lot.
Yeah.
Meet a lot of people. A lot.
You'll meet so many people.
Meet people you never thought you'd meet, probably. Do a lot.
Yep.
Just do jobs you never thought you'd do, to be honest. Just work in random places.
I know.
I mean, I'd never thought I'd be going London as much as I as I have, and I've been going like a few times a week.
Yep, that's why I want to open like another section of the company in London, because we're just working in London so much.
I've gone from never going to it's where I've been.
Always going.
Yeah.
It's where you work. It's where the money is.
And you'll see a lot of the world, because you just travel.
Yeah.
With like whatever. If you're on film, for example, then if it's being filmed in America, then you go to America.
There you go. You get a mini holiday.
If you want to class it as that.
Even though you hardly get any downtime on set. No.
No. But
you work in 10 to 12 hour days. 6 days a week.
So who did you meet who you never thought you might meet in like this industry? Anyone or?
I mean, I never expected to be working with Gibbs from Pirates of the Caribbean. I probably can't even say that yet, but yeah.
Okay, well maybe if you don't want to say his name, you just go, there's a lot of probably big talent you probably work with that maybe you can't say yet or whatever.
You just don't expect it, do you?
No?
Just like, I mean, I was working on the feature film. There's like loads of Joes on the contact list. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, cool. And then I got to set and I was like, oh, it's the Joe I've worked with before. I'm so glad to be working with you again.
That is true, yes. I mean, yeah, because everyone knows everyone in the industry, really.
Yeah.
So probably you do see them more than you think you're going to.
But also, like, people stick to a good crew. Most directors do.
Yeah, you put same camera guys, same DP, same sound guy probably, same, yeah.
Which I think is kind of unfair, because it doesn't give newcomers an opportunity.
I agree. I see why they do it, because of course.
I see why they do it.
Especially like DP, if they're getting the look you want.
Yeah.
Of course,
exactly.
you got to get that look.
Yeah. They can read you, John, like I've worked with him a couple of times now, and like we can just read each other. We know how each other work, and it just makes it so much more efficient.
But I think then, like what you said, I think you could be missing out on someone that has, maybe not saying John that obviously doesn't have talent, but there could be someone out there that's got so much talent that you're just missing.
Yeah.
But you're not going to see it, because why would they try someone new?
Would you take the risk?
No, which is why I kind of get it, but it's just very sad that you might be missing someone out there that they might just have something you've never seen before.
Yeah.
But obviously, once again, maybe there's some departments you could give more opportunities to.
Makeup.
I think, yeah. Maybe sound as well, because even though...
I mean, I think sound is something that... This is going to make me look really bad here. Like, it's very easily replaceable, though. It's like... You won't be doing sound on feature films if you don't know how to do feature... If it's like sound on feature films.
Yeah, that's what I mean. If, like... You should be able to do... You should be able to make clear audio. Yeah. If you can't, you're doing a bad job.
Exactly. And then, you obviously wouldn't have been found on the marketplace. But then you could say that about camera work or anything, really.
True. But, like, definitely DOP is one I would stick with.
Yeah.
Because, once again, that's the whole point of having the look you're going for. But, yeah, the rest I would probably give a chance to more people. It's camera work. I mean, knowing from my point of view, of course, I'd want people to give me a chance. So, I mean, I know you give me a chance.
I gave you a chance.
I mean, why do you give people chances? What?
I mean, I guess I kind of set up the production company to give people a chance.
Yeah.
I mean, first of all, I wanted it to be kind of a place for clients to come to where they have everything, but also I know how difficult it is to get into the industry, and so
Yeah.
when someone says, "Can I help out? Can I work with you?" then I give them the chance, and I want to help them get their foot in the door.
Well, has that risk worked for you, picking different? Because we just said it's maybe a risk.
50-50.
Yeah.
You know, like some people show up and some people don't. And that's all what the industry is about, you know. If someone doesn't show up, then that's just an immediate letdown.
Of course.
You just won't ever use them again. But if they show up, then, you know, you can tell they're committed.
I mean, on about that, I know you've been working on a feature. How's that been going?
It's a lot of stress.
But
it's a lot of stress. Some days I'll come home from work, I won't eat, and I'll just go straight to bed. And then I'll wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Making it sound nice and healthy. Does it feel worth it at the end, even after all the stress? Or not really?
It'll be worth it, yeah. I mean, it's, you know, seeing it all come together, because you'll finish filming and, you know, 12 to 18 months will pass. You'll forget about it and be like, oh my god, my film's finally coming in cinemas.
Of course, yeah, especially if it's your film as well. That'd be a very big achievement, but... precious.
Well, I mean, it's always, you know, every film you work on is your film in a way, isn't it?
True, yeah. I mean, I'm sure it's going to be great to see your name in credits, knowing how important you was to that film, because without you, something wouldn't work.
I mean, if you worked on a feature, would you watch it?
I would.
Would you?
I know a lot of like actors don't and talent don't, because they don't like to see themselves, and neither would I. I don't like to hear my own voice in their mind.
Yeah.
But if you did like camera work or no, but no, because if I do videography,
Yeah.
as soon as I get home, I want to watch what I've done to see if it, number one, does it look bad. That's actually the first point.
Yeah.
Because obviously you want to go home and, well, yeah, fix whatever you've done. But then obviously if it doesn't look bad, then you want to also see if it looks good. But I don't know. I mean, you tell me for sound, no?
There's been many projects I've done sound on.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, it sounded great when I recorded it, but then they just ruined my work in post. So I'm
True. So you're worried that not your job's, you've done your job fine, you're worried what they're going to do to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can't really mess up camera work. They could do colour grading bad, but like, you can't edit camera work necessarily.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you cut the actual camera work out, then I guess. But yeah, I guess you can't really ruin camera work.
Yeah.
Like I said, they could colour grade it badly, but that's the colour grade problem, not you can still see the camera work. So yeah, I guess I can see a difference. What? Why did you get into the industry?
Why did I get into it? Childhood dreams. I was young. I'd seen on TV big cameras and big lights, and I said, I want to do that when I'm older. That looks fun.
Do you know what, I'll give you that, because it's the reason I wanted to make films. Yeah, I'll give you that.
It's literally why I got into it.
Big, expensive, cool things that not many people get to use and do stuff with. Yeah.
Quite literally. That was it.
I mean, I did it because I get to explode things, maybe.
People did that. I know people who's done that like such a young age. I don't know if you know who Gene Nagado is, but I mean, he used to fucking blow shit up and cause fires,
explosions and fake guns and make cool things.
Yeah.
So that's the reason I wanted to do it.
It's expensive though.
If I can be behind the camera instead of in front of it, better.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of a good question though. Like, I think there's more benefit to being in front of the camera, because I mean, I don't know, it's kind of a bit of a discussion.
Oh no, there probably is, but not for me.
No. I mean, like, we know big names behind the camera, but I think what people mainly see is who's in front.
Yeah, you're not gonna. No one cares about behind the camera.
Yeah.
So, what do you think makes like a difference between a student film and like a professional film, like one that you'd see in cinema? What would you say is like the big like difference? What makes
Like, what's the telltale?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
like
What's something very obvious when you look at a student film? You go, yeah, that's a student film versus.
Hands down, it's the audio. I mean, it's the thing that most students kind of push to one side and be like, meh. Nobody's really interested in audio. Like, you go to any film school, the audio class is always the smallest because nobody wants to do it. It's the most boringest job.
Don't tell you the reason why. Because nobody can be bothered to do it. It's so much work, too much work. So they'll just go.
Though.
Most people see it as it's too much work, so they just go, I'm not going to do it.
Not gonna do it.
Which is obviously bad.
Yeah.
But like, you just look at, like, you could like, you know, think about it like Foley, everything.
But some people like the people who really like sound, they just really get into it though. Like the people who love it.
Good, they can keep doing it because I'm not.
You think sound's too much? Well, I mean, there's been many productions that I've been on that they've been moving the lights about, they've been moving the camera. I just go upstairs to my bedroom in the hotel and just sleep for like 10 minutes.
Well, I'm glad you figured it out.
So much downtime.
No, and I understand sound is very important. I think, I don't know what the actual rule is, but I think like 70% of people say about 70% of the film is sound.
About that, yeah.
Obviously, you've got sound effects. I mean, that kind of falls under music as well, I suppose. But obviously, dialogue. You can't have a film without dialogue.
Just the most important ones.
But I think sound effects is maybe the most important.
I think it just maybe music because it brings emotion.
Music, mood.
Like you can just listen to music and you can feel the emotion.
Yeah, you can have a silent film with good music.
Yeah, so I think it just brings emotion, depth, and like control to it.
Do you think there's anything to do with maybe not acting, but like directing or not? Like, I feel like the acting in films could.
I mean, I think if the acting in your film is bad, then the director's done a really bad job in pre-production.
Yeah, but I don't know, because you could have like the world's best actor on the planet, but somehow it's still, you could tell it's a student film. And I don't know.
I think
how.
The second most important thing is lighting.
True. Yeah, because you gotta make them look good.
It's not. I mean, yeah, but it's also about like contrast and it's about a balance. I mean, I've seen films shot on iPhone, but the lighting and how you control that is what makes it look cinematic. I
mean, films are going more towards iPhone. To be fair, they keep going everything shot on iPhone. I mean, except from
when the iPhone's rig this
that's
big.
just because except from the £200,000 lens in front of it, but it's still shot on iPhone. But yes, you're all right. Films, short films in particular, going iPhone. I think that's what's good because a lot of people
can't afford it. I mean, especially like with the storage hikes and the prices going up, and yeah.
But also back to sound though, because if you make your actor sound bad, you could give the best performance on the planet, and then he sounds bad, and it just ruins it. So I think there we go, because we figured it out. Audio is the best.
Yeah.
So like on the topic of like sound, what do you think's like more important, like filming capturing the audio like on set, or like doing ADR after, or what do you think's better, like in the film or for you?
I mean, capturing it on set is one, cheaper, and two, more realistic, and like it sounds more realistic. It sounds better.
Well, like let's say you're doing dialogue, right, and then car goes past or a plane. Do you think you should then redo the take, or keep it in because you're gonna add the Foley in anyway of like a city going by?
I mean, my job as a sound recordist is to capture clean dialogue.
Yeah.
And then, there's been many times where we filmed over a flight path or a car's gone by.
Well, yeah.
And then I said, we should maybe do this take again. And the amount of times I've been told, we can fix it in post, is just actually shocking. And then I'm just like, you know what? Fine.
Well, that kind of feels like you could just, if you can do that in post, do it all in post, right? That's what it kind of feels like. They can do all of it. How annoying is it when you're filming on set and you can randomly hear birds and cars and stuff?
I mean, I think my job as a sound guy, I'm the one to say, no, let's do that take again. You know, I think my job as a sound guy or a sound recorder is to record clean dialogue as is and there.
Yeah.
Amount of times that like they've done a location rec and they hadn't noted that, oh, this is under our flight path, maybe we should change. Nah, we
Do you know
won't
what? I
change the
think they
location.
might change the flight path just for film sets, honestly. Never used to fly there ever until today.
It's like, it's that time I was by like Gatwick Airport, and like every 5 minutes there would just be a plane over there, and you know, that is the one time the guys actually listened to me and said, fine, we'll wait for the plane and not quickly do the take. But I was doing this feature, and then like, I had like cars in the background, I could hear like, you know, things, and they said, oh no, we can fix it in post, it's fine.
Do you think you should just... Is it just easy just to do ADR maybe, or no?
ADR is expensive.
Okay, yeah.
But also, it doesn't sound natural.
That's what I was thinking. I think, yeah, because then you got to like add reverb, add stuff to make it
Yeah,
sound like
yeah,
you should have
yeah,
just been
exactly.
recording it, so, or else it sounds too clean. Like this, for example,
Too clean. Yeah.
we want this to sound very clean.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter about like this is meant to sound like it just our voices.
Yeah.
But obviously in a film, it's meant to kind of sound natural, like it's
Like the location, like if
Yeah,
you're filming in
yeah.
a tunnel, you
Which
just
is like-
do it in a tunnel,
like,
you know.
yeah, like I said, is that then? Do you then keep the car sound in?
It's all about control.
Yeah.
The example I give of this is if you want to do like a flashback or like a deafening effect where you want
Yeah.
all the sound to be completely silent besides the dialogue. If you have like a car in the background, it's gonna completely ruin the effect.
Of course, yeah. But if you 100% knew that the dialogue was just going to be used for the scene, have like me and you now have a
Yeah,
little
yeah.
conversation, would you just... And then a car went past right now, was it a problem or not? Because you can add it in anyway, or...
It's a good question. That's actually a good question. If you 100% absolutely know, then it's like, I guess it depends how loud it is.
Yeah.
But then, you know, if you're filming like on a pub that's got a road in front of it and a bloody siren goes by,
True.
but this is a period film, you know, then
That is a good point. That's a good point. Yes, is the car meant to be there?
is the car meant? But then that begs the question actually, like even high budget productions, like let's say we was doing a period,
Yeah.
they probably ain't gonna have the money to shut down a road.
No, not
So,
all the time.
Yeah, you know.
I mean, it depends if you can see it as well. Because if we're here and you just hear a little car go past, just adds to it. But if we see a car go past, then you've got to add.
It distracts from it,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
I think sometimes it's better to do like the layers, like you do gravel, and you do tires, you do it, and then the car. I don't know, little. You don't just film a car. You do layers.
Yeah.
Is that better?
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. Time consuming, but
But yeah,
way
you
better.
get a better sounding
Yeah.
thing at the end.
Yeah. I mean, that is practically like ADR in a car at that point,
Yeah.
rather than just putting it in there.
So in theory, it'd be better to get clean audio with no cars, no planes, or nothing,
Oh, yeah.
and then add.
And then add it later.
Okay.
I mean, I was on this project and I was hired to do sound or record the dialogue. And then we just had the director guiding them through like the talking scenes, and I was like, hello? Like, what?
In a talking scene? That's not helpful. What about if like it's a non-dialogue scene? Do you think you should still record sound, or should you just sit back like?
I wish I could sit back.
Mm-hmm.
But then I kind of feel like, if I'm sitting back and they're rolling, then I'm not doing my job.
Yeah, but if that one probably would just be
I know,
Foley,
I know.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
If you know, it's just definitely no. Only problem is then maybe you need heavy breathing or something.
You could always do ADR that way. You could get
That's true.
anyone's heavy breathing in.
So if the scene's not got dialogue, maybe it's just better to not have any mic.
I know.
Because then maybe
I
you get it
agree.
in the way as well.
I agree. But then the amount of times that I've had directors come to me and say, I want the ambience, I want the room tone.
True, but then you
it
do a
anyway.
room tone anyway at the
Yeah,
end,
I know,
so that's
I know,
okay.
I know. And I'm like, okay, I'll just Do as you say.
But that's kind of back to what we just said about having the little cargo pass. Maybe
Yeah.
you're kind of going to record that.
Yeah.
So
it's like if there's no dialogue and a car goes by, you might as well record anyway instead of just putting the extra effort in just to put that sound effect in.
Yes, that's kind of back to if then they're doing dialogue and the car goes past, would you then, is that, you could keep it in that one as well?
No, because you don't, like, dialogue is
control.
always,
Yeah.
Dialogue is the one thing that you just kind of want to capture clean, in my opinion.
Perfect. Yeah.
Because if you're doing a dialogue and a plane goes by, then you have to call the actors in to re-record that. That's going to be expensive.
True.
Or to get them in a studio or whatever, then, yeah.
So, back to it, if it's a scene without dialogue, do you still think you should do, like, a mic just to have that?
No, because I like what you said, but I'm in the way.
It's true.
Yeah. You know what? There's also very few people on a film set that get to meet, like, the directors, the high-level people.
Yeah, you've got producers, DP, and then sound, that's it, really.
Yeah. Like, the only people that will work closely with talent is sound, makeup.
True, of course, makeup.
Director.
Yeah.
I mean, costume. Everyone else? No, you might have maybe a runner, but...
Probably not. Probably wouldn't even see them.
No. You'd be very lucky to be that close on, like, a professional set. Yeah,
the sound is one of the only ones that are going to be on the set. Yeah. Like, actually, you've got sound camera and that's... no.
Yeah.
Can't do a film without you.
No. Unless you're doing a silent film.
Yeah, but if you're doing one of them, please don't. So how did you get into the industry?
Luck and a lot of money. Also nepotism.
So back to the point of you're not going to make much money in this industry, just happiness.
Yeah, no, but how did I get into the... I think a lot of it was nepotism. I think, I was in uni and there was this class on. Mm-hmm. And me and my friend Billy, we was like, we've already skipped our lecture. Do we bother going to this open day class thing or whatever it was? And we said, fuck it, there's nothing else to do.
So what you're saying is skipping lectures is a great idea.
Great idea.
Okay.
But we was in this, class or like lecture or a seminar, basically is what it was. Mm-hmm. And it was just like a PowerPoint presentation. It was boring. And basically, at the end, they'd ask you to put your name down on the computer and what your profession is. And I put DOP and sound. Nothing actually came off of that, seminar thing. That nothing really ever happened to that with me.
Yeah.
But my number got passed on to a producer, and he called me like 1 a.m. saying, "Hey, I heard you do DOP and sound, but I don't need a DP anymore, but I need a sound guy. Could you do this?" And I was like, yeah. And then he was like, "Okay, then cool. I need you in London for like 10 a.m. today." And I was like kind of sketched out. I was like,
of course,
I don't know this director or producer. There's a bit of both. You've called me at 1 a.m. I've got to be in London for 10. Do I take the risk? And the answer is yes, I took the risk.
I mean, apparently it's the best decision you've ever made.
It is the best decision I made because I showed up, I impressed him, I got called back twice, and now I got called back on a feature from him. So, first impressions. What was the question again?
I forgot.
How did I get into the industry?
How did you get in?
Yeah.
I mean,
take risks.
Yeah.
And take chances.
I mean, it's what I've always heard is it's who you know in this industry, not like no degree or anything. But it does matter, of course. But opinions.
Degree?
But yeah, I've only ever heard it's who you know, and I think that's very, very.
How did you get into the industry?
Oddly enough, you. As you said, I showed up.
You showed up.
You were looking for a camera operator for a music video, and Yeah, I showed up, and then you somehow liked my work, and that's it. And then I obviously did more work with you, got to know some people from those sets that I was working with, and they liked me as well, and they were just doing more and more work. So all thanks to you. Once again,
Really
who you
is
know.
who you know.
But yeah, I think that is maybe the only one of the best ways. I mean, you can start as like a runner, maybe.
I don't think that's, plausible these days.
No,
It's so difficult to be a runner.
it's one of the only options I've ever heard, though. But I think that's
It's the only option I've heard.
Once again, I think that's to get to know people. So it goes back to that. So you can obviously speak to people like if it's camera, for example, for me. You'd speak to them and they'd go, oh, it clearly seems like he wants to be... You've got to show you want to be there very much. And if you do that, then they might call you back. Probably not.
But, like, if you want to be a DP...
Yeah.
You start out as a DP. Even if you're bad, you
learn.
Yeah.
Show your work.
You try it, and then you work your way up. But I think if you want to be something, do it. You want to be a sound guy, just...
Do it.
Start practicing. I think a runner it's going to get you knowledge of all the departments and how a film set works.
Yes, but
it's not going to get you to be, Stephen King or,
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Write the actual film, not just watch how it's done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What time is it? I can hear the birds.
It is. It's the 4 a.m. birds. We've got the 5 a.m. birds next.
Yeah.
That's the one where we realise, oh wait, we really need to be in bed. That's the one when we know we messed up. Because you're going to be up late on a film set a lot. Either up early or finishing late, or both. Probably both. Forget sleep, because then you work when you get back and you've got to edit.
You're lucky to get 4 or 5 hours sleep on a film set.
Oh, yeah. On an actual, like, if you're doing a feature especially,
I mean, I'm pretty sure there's laws in place to say...
Oh, forget laws.
Yeah, forget laws.
Pretty much. Yeah, there should be, yeah.
Pretty much every film, besides, like, top tier films.
Even then, I've heard directors work their actors from, like, 6 in the morning till 6 at night, and they'll just... That's it.
Yep, I know directors who work their crew to 6
12 hours easy is, like, an average.
100%, 100%, yeah.
Because I've heard, like, I forgot, I don't even know what film it was, but I remember watching the behind the scenes. It's literally, they'd go to bed, and then it'd be like, I'll see you at 6 in the morning. He's like, yeah, it's 4 in the morning already.
Yeah. I've done that before.
Yeah, it was like,
yeah.
I've literally just stopped, and you're asking me to come back.
Come back, yeah. Hardly any time to recharge your equipment.
Nope. Charge equipment, charge yourself.
Yeah.
You need to be ready.
I mean, I think that's the important thing is, you've got to look after your crew. Because
100%.
if, like, they are the backbones and the keys to your film, and if you're not looking after them, your film is just going to be such a bad environment.
Energy just goes down.
Energy on set.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Obviously, you want your actors to have high energy, but if sound guy doesn't want to be there, they just give up. And then if they give up, then, well, the project just goes bad.
Exactly.
I mean, don't think about it a bit like they need food. They need things. You just need to be happy.
Yeah, I mean, thankfully, I think one thing that is standardised is you do at least get half an hour break.
Yeah, that is true.
But again, it depends on departments. Like, the camera people never stop. Lighting never stop. Sound, I can just sit back, have a coffee while they move the lights and cameras about.
Yeah, because one stop, your camera might stop for a little bit. That means the makeup was then it's their turn.
Yeah.
Film set never stops. Ever.
No, never.
Until the film's done, no one stops.
No one stops.
You move from one department to the other, but it never stops.
And then it's worth it. But I have a lot of respect for the guys who hold the boom.
Yes. They have some insane, some weird strength. It's not you could be the strongest man in the world, but somehow just holding the boom is just a weird, unique power.
I mean, I would never put my guys through anything I wouldn't do myself.
Mm-hmm.
I've held the boom for 10-minute scenes time and time again, and
It's a
fucking kills.
It's weird. It's like it's light. You can pick it up.
It is light.
You could balance it on one finger
Yeah.
and hold it.
Yeah.
But then for some reason, as soon as you start booming, it magically gets heavy.
Yeah, it does.
There's
it really
just
does.
nothing about it is heavy. Not one bit. But as soon as you hold it, your spine gives up, your arms give up, you give up. It's just...
I mean, what I like to do with the boom is I will hold it in the middle. I will throw half of the boom behind me, because then it counterbalances it, and that makes it really light.
Yeah, there's a lot of secret techniques out there to make the boom not heavy somehow.
Not heavy. But you can only do that in where you have a lot of room. You very rarely have room to throw all that boom
It's true,
behind
actually,
you.
yeah, if you're in a room, then...
No, not happening.
No.
And then you're just slamming it into things and...
Yeah, just forget the people around it, just... Whoop.
yeah. Oh my god. Oh, I was on this film set. The boom operator bloody almost stabbed the production coordinator's eye out with the boom.
Ah, that's fine.
It
sounded good.
so bad for her.
I just want to let you know, you now have a spider web. Now it's just floating about everywhere.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Lovely.
It's
Lovely.
great, catching in the light. Anyway, what do you think is the most... Well, they're all difficult in their own ways, but what's the most difficult, if you know what I mean?
Job?
Yeah.
Probably acting.
Yeah? Well, obviously they've all got the difficult way, like camera's obviously difficult in certain ways.
I mean, cameras are heavy, they're hot.
Well, obviously boom's got a more magical power, but you think acting's like the...
I mean, one, a lot of lines and things to remember.
Mm-hmm.
Two, if you're doing like a really emotional scene, you can't just switch on and off unless you're like a really talented actor.
Yes.
You kind of have to prepare
Stay
for
there
that.
for a while.
Yeah. You have to kind of get in. You have to give them space to do that.
Yeah. No, I think I actually agree, because you are there every single day. Not like we said, well, camera can stop for a minute if you're not filming.
Yeah.
Makeup will take over. I know actors are there the whole time.
I think you could replace any crew on the film set.
Yeah.
But if your main actors aren't there,
It's true. Because like
you
I said,
have no film.
they stop filming, they go up to makeup.
Yeah.
Get that done.
Yeah.
Get costume done.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they're back.
Yeah.
Because like we'll have a time for break. They won't. They'll just that's it. Their break is them sat in the makeup chair, but that's not
Pretty
really
much, yeah.
a
They'll have a
break.
coffee, they'll have some lunch.
So maybe the least break is definitely actors. I'm not sure. I don't know what the hardest job would actually be, but
Yeah, I think acting. I mean, like theatre actors, you don't have a break. You got to memorize like a 100-page script and then just run through it for 2 hours.
so
I can do
It's
that.
a good point. I didn't think about it, but now I've thought about it. Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
None.
I mean, I filmed theatre shows with like youth theatres,
Yeah.
and these kids have had 1 week to rehearse a
Oh, yeah,
100-page
yeah.
script. How?
That's something I could never do.
No.
Learning lines is. But I did drama. I couldn't learn
Oh,
nothing.
no, I did drama. Yeah. I don't know. Drama
Do you know what? Drama was what made me realise I wanted to be
in film.
somewhere in the
'Cause
film industry.
everyone always wants to be an actor.
Yeah.
They see like these big stars being like,
That's what made
I want to
me
be
want.
rich and famous like him.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think one of them was watching James Bond,
Of course.
and I was like,
of course.
I always
Doing
thought
all
it
the
was just
stunts.
well, exactly, and I was like, I always saw just the stunts, the cool action scenes. Of course, I want to do that. Who doesn't want to do that?
Exactly.
And then when I realised you actually have to do the emotional side, you actually have to play a character. It's not just the fun. It's like, okay, I'll be a stunt man.
Yeah.
Then I realised takes a lot of effort and time, and you've got to be very good at your job.
Yes, you do. Yeah.
Because you've got to have like martial arts and stuff, obviously fighting, and just to be safe.
I mean, I've been in the centres where they train the actors for the stunts on these, and they've got like the cables, the rigging, and you've got to train with like the people, and it's
a lot
insane.
of
It's,
you've got to be very physically fit as well.
Yes.
So I was like, okay, maybe not that one either.
And not just mention that if you're doing stunts yourself as an actor and you break a leg.
That's true. Like Tom Cruise, for example. I mean, he did. He broke his ankle, and that was it. They stopped for.
That's it. And that's expensive.
Well, I think it happened with Tom Holland as well, and they had to stop
I didn't know that.
Spider-Man.
Wow.
Luckily, he didn't have to. He banged his head, but didn't have to stop for as long as they thought they were going to. But it can happen.
Yeah.
So yes, I was like, okay, not acting, not stuntman. Then I've always liked behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes.
I've always enjoyed behind the scenes. Sometimes I watch the behind the scenes more than the film. Yeah. Some people say it ruins it. They're like, okay, the magic's just been ruined. But
I
for
mean,
me, it actually makes it
if you're
stronger.
In the film industry,
makes me like the film more.
Exactly.
And then I watched how they did it, and then I watched the actual scene in the film.
It inspires you. Yeah.
For me, most people would be like, okay, you've just written the whole film. But not for me.
Yeah.
So then I was like, okay, maybe that's... So I've clearly always wanted to be in the film and she's just not realised. I was like, okay, don't want to be in front of the camera.
No.
But I can still be behind the camera, and all those fun action things I wanted to do, I can still do them. Just me directing it. But like, as a kid I thought, everyone likes behind the scenes. And then I realised, like I spoke to my mum about it, she's like, oh no, I hate behind the scenes. Like, oh.
I think you've got to be a certain film nerd, though.
Yeah, so I was like, I always thought, I was like a kid, everyone likes it, and then I spoke to people like, no. So I think slowly that made me realise, oh wait a minute, maybe I do want to be in the industry, just didn't realise which part until it was when I went to college and realised, okay, I want to be maybe camera or DOP or something along the lines of that.
So, you went to college?
Yes.
I went to college and university.
Yeah.
Do you think uni or college sets you up?
I've got a very simple answer. I'll speak more.
To be in the industry.
I'll speak more, but I'll give the simple answer is no, because since I'm quitting, literally...
No,
I've
it
quit.
doesn't. It just doesn't, does it?
No, because once back to the degree, it's who you know. Not... Of course, the degree doesn't mean nothing. No one looks at a degree in the industry. No one. They look at what you've done and what you've made and what products you've done. They'll look at a show reel.
Yeah.
I can make a show reel without going to college. It helped me because I didn't film anything.
You know how all the departments work.
Yeah.
Oh, like college will teach you that.
It helps. Yeah.
It helps.
I think obviously it's good to probably maybe college. Maybe go to college, but maybe not go further.
Yeah.
I mean, one of my favourite directors, Christopher Nolan, didn't even go to film school. He didn't even get accepted.
Exactly.
And you're gonna say he can't do it? He can't make films?
I mean, when I interviewed Tom Martin, who's quite a known DP here in London, he said to me very strictly that film academies, they're not on the same page as today's film industry.
Yeah.
Like, I think he said he wrote his dissertation on how digital cameras are like the new norm, how digital cameras will be taken out of the industry. And then his college lecturer was adamant, like, no, film, this is how it needs to be done on like 75mm or 35mm film. And then what happened? We all started moving to digital.
Yeah, like, I think, like I said, it definitely helps. But no, because being on set, you get the
experience.
How can you not? Seeing stuff happen no one can teach you.
No, yeah.
Like hands-on things, no one can teach you that.
Like the actual experience.
Like setting up a light, setting up a camera. You're not gonna learn that by.
Learn from mistakes.
100%. Make it like you're gonna make a film.
Yeah.
And you're gonna learn that didn't work. I'll do it differently.
You can't learn. Yeah.
I can't sit there and write about what it doesn't help. I mean, I've spoken to a lecturer who teaches, and she even agreed that it's being on set, doing things. If you can do that, then that's not everyone can. As back to but you need to know someone, and if you don't, then okay, maybe yeah. But if you don't, being on set's gonna teach you a lot more.
Nobody's gonna walk out of film school on a film set.
No,
nobody.
And you know what? My teachers themselves said that you can get a degree, and you're not just gonna walk out that college door and there's gonna be someone stood there going,
"I'm gonna hire you." Yeah.
No one.
No.
You make a film and someone watches it and goes, "That's good."
It's pretty good, yeah.
Then you will.
But
I'm gonna make that film. No, not connected to college at all. You make films in college.
My favourite part about university was seeing everyone drop out. In the terms of,
It's true.
people do film. I'm not saying this for everyone, but from what I've experienced and what I've seen, people did a film degree because they thought it was easy. They thought, oh yeah, I'm gonna be a massive actor by here, and then by the second year, they're all gone. They've just dropped out. They can't be asked.
Yeah.
And then, film school, I think, is a test to see if you're really dedicated. If
Yes,
you
passion
really want
is
this, you
the
will do
important
this.
part.
You will try this, and then you will work from that. And to be like, if you're so dedicated, you would stick to the end, and then you would do your own thing. You'd be making films through the summer holiday. You'll be making films as soon as you leave the lecture.
Yes.
I think that's what film school will teach you.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. That's why you don't need to go to like college and stuff, because if you're just making films anyway with your passion and love for films anyway, which you should be doing,
then
that's going to get you more jobs than
spending all the time and money.
or I will waste my time in college and not make the films I want to make. And then you're gonna, I don't think I've not learned anything. Well, not much. Of course, I've learned something.
Right. What didn't college teach you that is like really basic and simple that you learned through working with me?
Do you know what? I mean, it's not just the film industry, but speaking to people, and not going to learn that in college.
Yeah.
And back to getting who you know. If I can go on a film set and speak to like the people, and they like once again see that you want to be there, that's gonna get me way more jobs than anything else.
Yeah.
And obviously college can't teach you that.
No.
So I think that's one of the biggest things.
I mean, the thing that I was really shocked and kind of annoyed about is you expect a film college to teach you the basics, and then I've asked you to do things, or I've told you to do things, and you'd be like, what? And the fact that they haven't taught you that, and you've paid all this money and time into it, is kind of disappointing.
It really is, yeah. Because I actually asked my lecturer and said, what we're gonna learn about the films, and he said, I'll go through the whole production process. Nope. I had to learn it on myself. And do you know what I think? Most film...
You've learned a lot from me.
Yeah. You. But I think, in general, most film students will learn themselves at home, watching like YouTube. YouTube is the biggest thing, I think.
100%.
Most films, anyone in film, in the industry, will have learned self-taught. Once again, from mistakes. Yeah, everyone. YouTube is probably... I'd rather pay for YouTube if that was the
YouTube
option.
Premium is a better investment.
Yes.
Than a degree.
I would pay. Do you know what? I'd pay £6,000 to watch YouTube and learn more, and I would pay £6,000 to go to my college.
I mean, a lot of lecturers in film courses, I mean, some of them, not always the case, are in the industry themselves.
Yeah, that's true.
But there is a saying that those who can't teach. If you can't do something, you teach it.
Yeah. Yeah, if they're teaching me in my college course, they're clearly not made it very far, have they?
That's actually a really good point. If you were teaching film in a film school, then, and you're like a big director, like, surely the wage that the film school is paying you versus what your next feature is, just why?
I mean, I always bring him up, but Christopher Nolan's not going to be sat teaching me a lecture tomorrow because he's making his next film.
Exactly.
And it's going well.
So if you've fallen so far to where you're teaching, maybe the industry wasn't for you.
But what I will say is, they can maybe have good connections, because you can do like work experience, and sometimes they bring.
I mean, that's kind of how I got in though.
Yeah, and they bring that in like as part of the course. Sometimes they'll bring out like a
masterclass.
Yeah. So I think sometimes some colleges, not all, but some have connections with, Sky, for example, where you'll get like a week working with them as work experience. I've known some unis to have that.
What were you doing on a Sky set though? Was you a runner, or would they let you?
Yeah.
But that's the thing. It's like, the whole circling back to, if you're a runner, you're not going to get very far, but if you're just spectating, then you can learn something.
Oh, 100%.
But then why not just watch BTS videos? The thing, I'm going to change topic completely here.
Yeah.
What pissed me off about when I was in uni is I was paying, $9,000 a year
Mm-hmm.
to sit in a classroom and watch YouTube videos.
Or a PowerPoint.
Or a PowerPoint.
Which...
That's
what I mean. I'd rather pay the
99% of most
Mm-hmm.
most courses, most film courses.
Like, if I had to pay £9,000 to watch YouTube videos, I will.
I could be at home watching a YouTube video.
But...
I think film school should be teaching you hands-on with equipment. You know, give you equipment, give you the resources, and say, make a film.
Because unfortunately, I think they focus more on, like, there's not really many exams, but they focus on the exam,
all the writing,
and the writing more than the I didn't get many
technique.
lessons because they were just like, oh, you have to finish your coursework.
Yeah.
They're focused on me finish my coursework.
What is coursework realistically going to teach you?
Exactly. I'm not going to make a feature tomorrow and I have to, hang on, let me finish my coursework first.
I mean, I think that the only thing that coursework does is it gets you to understand why.
Yes, why I'm doing, like, some parts of, because like one part of mine was doing research. Of course you're going to do research film, but I'm not going to write about the research.
Why can't you do the writing at home?
Yeah.
And why can't they give you the equipment in class and say, make a film?
I think that is one thing on about equipment. They have equipment that you can use, which you wouldn't get. You wouldn't get like if you didn't go to college. My college had some decent cameras actually, FX like sixes. Yeah. I think you had some good ones.
Alexas.
And you can make you could be smart and use them to make some things. However,
I know where this is going.
Yeah, they also
told me this before.
They also don't let you take stuff out because they're scared people are going to break it. So then you actually can't use it when you want. So maybe you can't take advantage.
I wonder how many other colleges do that, because we could take the fucking Alexa out. They didn't care. Like the college had the insurance to take it out, and like these signature primes.
Paid to be there, should be. Yeah.
But an FX6 is like what, $4,000?
Yeah.
And they're not letting you take that off. That is bad.
Yeah. So after all that, you've got the equipment, but you can't take it out, and you film in college, but touch over not.
Yeah. Because then all your student film's going to look the same as everyone else's if you're filming in the same sets, studios, locations, classrooms.
I think there needs to be like a class of actually being on a set, and they just teach you. Do you know what I actually saw on Instagram, and it was like this class where they were teaching them on a set, like they had like they did it step by step, so like they set up the camera.
I think I've seen that.
Yeah, and it was like they set up the sound, but obviously they taught them as they went on. Take the time. I think that's way better.
I mean, circling back to university, you'll see who drops out. They did that on my film school, but then nobody could remember it.
No. Did you do it once?
It was done once, yeah. But then surely when you've done it once, you should be like, oh, okay, then I know this now, and I can take this moving forward. And if you hadn't paid attention to that, then is the film school for you?
Back to that. That was back to the dedication.
Yeah. If you're not listening to when you get the very small opportunities, or the very once in a million classes to actually do something useful in a film school, if you're not going to listen to that, then
maybe you should just work on. You should just do lesson on it, like actually making a film. Just make the film. Don't do the writing. Don't do nothing. Just make a film, but like be taught slowly, step by each step. That'd be a good course. That's what you should be doing.
I shitted on university, and I'm going to say what I liked about my university. But what I liked is my lecturer would get us to do a film, and he wouldn't help us. He would be in the room, and he said, you do it.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're doing something wrong, or if you need help, he's there to help you. He's there to say, you shouldn't do it this way. But beside that, he just said, do it.
So you could learn from your mistakes?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever I meet somebody who I look up to, like, you know, some of the producers I've worked with, some of the DPs I've interviewed, I always ask them, you know, what's your one advice? And I asked a producer, you know, do you believe in failure? And he said, there's not a failure. You know, if you failed, then this isn't for you, but there's obstacles. And if you can find your way around these obstacles,
learn from them.
Learn from them. I think good directors are directors who've experienced everything.
Yep.
I said to one of the directors who I've worked with many times now, I was like, what's your one advice? And he said, you have to experience everything. You have to do acting, you have to, you know, do a bit of producing, camera work. And then you find, it's like a process of elimination. Find what you don't like.
I've heard that as well, because even if you're the director, obviously making the film. If you then go, alright, can you set up these lights, and then you're rushing them about because you've got no idea what's going on. If you've done that a little bit and you're like, okay, I know how this kind of works. Maybe you're not very good at. You're not very good at. You don't need to be, obviously, but you kind of know ish what's going on. You can give them time because
exactly.
It takes time.
Yeah.
Or makeup, for example, you go, okay, I've done that. I know how difficult it is to get that ready.
Exactly.
I'm not going to rush them because, or you've done acting, you're like, if I rush them, I know how I felt when I was rushed, so I'll give them time. Or, any part. So I think it's very important to know the basics of everything. So you know who you're working with and what they do. Because if you don't know, then you can't...
You know the gears of a film set.
Yeah. You just don't want to rush them because you don't know what you're doing. Do you think, like working for free is a good thing?
The backbone of my portfolio initially was for all free jobs.
Yeah.
I think if you don't work for free, you're not going to have a portfolio. You're not going to have experience. I think free jobs are how you get to know people.
Yeah.
I mean, when I was doing DPing, I was on this job completely for free in Birmingham, and I met this sound guy. And this sound guy must have always been working for free on this set, but he's done work for like EastEnders and like some top. His CV is like 8 pages long. It's a proper sound guy, and you know, we connected and we met him. Another free job I did. The production did not go very well. It was not a very successful production. But I met an actor, and me and her are still very good friends today. And we meet up in London whenever I'm in town, and we go for a coffee and we chat. And Michael, I met Michael on a free job.
Okay,
and now he's hiring us to do work for him.
Because people can see your experience.
How you work. And so I think free work is better than a networking event because you see people in their element. I
think no one obviously wants to do it because especially if you come from a job that, like, if you're doing any job before, even working at McDonald's, you come from being paid, and then someone says, oh, can you come do this same amount of hours but for free? Like,
for free.
no but experience is more important than, and sometimes experience is more important than money, because then you'll get more money later in the line because of the experience.
And if you're passionate, then
like I mean, obviously my first job with you was for free, and then that's obviously got me jobs later down the line, same thing, because you've seen how well I work, and then obviously people see how well I work from your jobs, and see and maybe hopefully hire me from them.
Exactly.
Just because you have to put that one little bit of effort in one time for free, it's worth it.
And then there'll become a point in your free career to where you'll say, I'm not working for free no more.
Oh, of course. Yeah, you can't do it forever, obviously.
No, but I think the switch for me was so like, and I was like, no, fuck that, sorry. I've had enough.
But I think everyone's got to start like that.
I don't think there's any other way.
No.
You can't start charging if you haven't worked for free.
So, like, how did you get your first, like, big job in film?
I worked my ass off, you know.
Probably for free.
Yeah.
And then just get to like know people,
Just
or
get to know
and then
people.
and then do they just recommend you to someone, and then
I think
slowly?
making a good first impression.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, yeah, 100%. I think you got to make a good first impression, and then that is just the backbone of your relationship with the crew and cast you work with.
I think it all goes back to the showing your interest and actually want to be there.
Yeah.
And the dedication. If you're on set the first day and you're just moody,
I mean, like, everyone's always said that about you. I've not heard one bad thing about you.
which I'm very happy about. It seems like everyone, yeah.
It's because you want to be there.
Yeah, exactly. Because if you go there and just sit back on your phone all the time, okay, great. You don't want to be here. Why would
Why would I?
You might actually be the best cameraman on the planet, but if you just look like you don't want to be there the first day, fine, we'll move on.
It's not going to happen.
Someone then comes on and then it seems like they want to be there. Of course you're going to hire them because they'll be there every day.
Exactly.
On time, put 100% effort in, and you get the best product out of someone who seems to want to be there. And then my final question, I think, is when you do jobs, how often do you overpack? Because I know I overpack just for anything anyway, so I was wondering how much you overpack just for
Me
jobs.
and you have walked around London with bags and bags of kit in
Please don't remind me.
30-degree heat.
Yes.
You know how much I overpack. But one time it paid off because I was shooting this film, I was doing audio on it, and like half of my wireless mics died.
Yes.
Because I overpack and bring way too much stuff. I had like 2 spare radio mics just ready to go, and
So actually overpacking kind of worked out, not in a bad way. It's more of a good thing.
yeah, I think you always want to overpack key equipment that can easily
Just
break.
gonna say that. Do you think overpacking is actually a good idea?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, there's a practicality. I mean, if you're flying, that's
Yeah, it
difficult
depends
to do.
what you're doing.
Yeah.
Whether you should.
If we're doing
the
domestic,
minimum, sometimes it's needed. But
yeah. It's like I do a lot of live sound work, and there's a saying that one cable is none. If you have one cable, you might as well have none, because if that dies,
gone.
gone.
The whole thing done.
So 2 cables is one. So if one dies, you just swap it out.
So, yeah, because you can. If you have too little, the big problem. Too much, oh well, it's great. You got spare, good.
Yeah.
But yes,
Always
carrying
good
it
to
through
have
London is
spare.
also.
I want that peace of mind.
That is true.
Yeah.
Because the less stressed you are,
Yeah.
the more you can focus on your work and not just and do a better job.
I don't want to be on set trying to figure out how to rig this mic up and be like, oh, I wish I would have bought this or this grip or how, you know.
Because imagine that stress in the day when all them mics broke, and you're like, hang on a minute. Well, you did the job of actually being.
No, I couldn't have done it.
Yeah, the job would have been done.
Be like, sorry guys, listen, you've paid me to be here, but I can't do my job anymore.
Yeah. Okay. So.
I mean, okay, you've got the boom, but
So basically, look like you want to be there.
yeah.
Bring too much stuff.
Yeah.
Don't do it on a day when it's 30 degrees in London.
Work for free.
Work for free.
And yeah, lie to people.
I think your famous saying is, what's it called?
Fake it till you make it.
There you go. Fake it till you make it, and it seems to work for everyone on the planet.
Just don't tell me you faked it till you made it until you've actually made it.
Yeah, well, pretend you didn't hear that anyone who's worked for us. I know what I'm doing. I promise.